Welcome to Innerji, Tarot Tea Astrology, and all things metaphysical. Now today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Traditionally we call it an unboxing when we're unboxing tarot cards or oracle decks, but I'm going to call this one an unpacking because I've just received my add-on set of charms for charm reading. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to open them up and see what's there. So this is my existing charm kit in here, which I love. It's got over 100 charms in here, and these charms are a mixture of ones that I've bought as sets, just like this one I'm going to be unpacking, and others I've just added in myself. For example, I've got a little rose quartz heart. So because I read crystals as well, I like to add a few small crystals into my charm kits. The other one that I added in myself, I actually had this for, oh my gosh, over 30 years, and they're a little pair of clogs, and I used to wear this as a necklace. And when I saw these, I thought, I don't wear them as a necklace anymore. These will be perfect to add to my charm collection. And when I think of the clogs, I think of, kicking up your heels a little bit. So let's do the unboxing and see what we have. Just rip it open. This always feels like Christmas. Now, I've ordered these ones, all of my charms that I buy as kits, I buy from Tea with Karin, who's a lovely lady who has amazing products. She's based in Melbourne, Australia, and I will put the link to her Etsy shop down below if this is something that interests you. So let's see what we have. And I ordered 2 kits. This is the add-on kit of 50 charms. So I'm just going to get my little charm holder here, also from Tea with Karin. This actually, I'll talk about this quickly first. It's a little tea charm casting mat, and this side is blank. And what's great about it is it will hold your charms without them flying all over the place, but you can also undo it and turn it over the other way and put it the right way around. And these just have little snap locks, so that if you want to do a charm reading on a particular, sorry, I just hit my camera, charm reading on a particular topic, you can cast your charms without them going everywhere. And if you notice, it's pretty similar to my big mat that I use for the different areas of life. This is the Wheel of Life. And if I hold it up, you'll see it's spirituality, home and family, leisure and social life, career and business, love and relationships. We've got health and well-being, money matters, adventure and discovery. And so what you can do is you can just get a little pinch of charms and scatter them and see what areas of life they land in, and then you read for that area of life. If they land in the center here, I always have this as my overall theme for the reading. So I just love this. I think it's so gorgeous. Okay, back to the unpacking now that I've been distracted by my little charm reading mat from Tea with Karin. So we'll just clip this back together. The other great thing about this little mat is that it's very portable. You can just roll it up and put it in your bag. All right, here we go. So this is the first of my add-on kit, and let's just see what we have. Christmas, isn't it? Oh, look, we've got quite a few in here. Let's see what I'm drawn to. Well, being Australian, I absolutely love the fact that we have a kangaroo. Sorry if the focus isn't that good at the moment. That's something I need to work on. So we have a kangaroo. We've got skull and crossbones. So for those of you who are into Halloween, that's kind of appropriate. Certainly it's Samhain in the Northern Hemisphere. Halloween is the modern term that's used these days. That used to be known as All Hallows Eve, and that was the time when the veil between the living and the dead was at its most thin, and so it was easier to make contact. So here in Australia, because we are on the southern hemisphere side of the world, it's actually coming into Beltane, which is at the Spring Festival. So here Samhain is usually celebrated around the 30th of April, 1st of May, but in the Northern Hemisphere, it's the 31st of October, 1st of November. So that's just skull and crossbones. What else have we got? We've got the eye, the all-seeing eye, the letter, got the bridge, pair of scissors, very fancy looking pair of scissors. We've got the beacon or the lighthouse, actually. This is a lighthouse. What's this? Oh, we've got the cannon, or a tank with a cannon on it. Bells for announcements, big announcements that usually means. And we have the candelabra with the candles burning. A little clothes peg. And what else is in here? Aeroplane. Appropriate timing for receiving an aeroplane, since international travel looks like it might be opening up again with COVID. We have the bow and arrow. So there's quite a few charms in this kit. Let's do a reading with some of the charms. So an easy way that I empty out the charms, this is something that Karin showed me, is we just open up one corner and let them come out. So I'm just going to pop them here. I'm not going to add them into my bowl yet because I want to read with the new charms, not the ones that I already have. Okay, so let's just do a quick reading with these charms. So I'm just going to get a small pinch. It's not about getting a huge handful, it's just about getting a little bit of a pinch, and let's just scatter them and see what we've got. So we've got the witch's hat, the plane, the seahorse, the lighthouse, and the skull and bones. So I'm just going to bring this up to the camera. There we go, so you can see them more clearly. So with the skull and bones and with the witch's hat, I'm really getting a sense that this is a time for spiritual communication. And with the lighthouse, I feel it's a time where, you know, spirit is going to try and make a connection for us, try and come closer. And it is about being open to that. And the plane in this instance represents this spiritual travel as opposed to physical travel. And we also have here a seahorse. And the seahorse represents to me that, you know, seemingly going with the flow, going with the tides of the ocean, floating along. And so what I'm seeing with these 5 charms is that, you know, this is a good time to really look at your own spiritual beliefs that witches have. Look at what you believe in, look at what works for you, and look at how you can connect. You know, shine your light with that lighthouse to connect with loved ones who have crossed over, and take this spiritual journey with the plane. You know, planes fly high in the sky, so it's about lifting your spiritual vibration to shine your light to make this connection. But it's not about forcing it. It's about just bobbing along with the flow and seeing what happens. So that gives you an idea of how you can read with these charms. And so far, I'm really liking them. And let's have a look at some of the other new ones that are in here. I mentioned the kangaroo before, and you know, kangaroo, if you're not familiar with kangaroos, and if you're in the other side of the world, because they are unique to Australia, kangaroos can only move forward. They can only move in one direction at a time. If they want to change direction, they actually have to physically turn and face that direction. Unlike you and I, who can walk forwards or backwards without having to change our direction, kangaroos can't. So when I see a kangaroo charm, it's always saying to me, always keep moving forward. Don't look back. Then the other one we have is a dinosaur. And so this is about ancestral things to me. This is about ancient things from the past, ancestral connection. And also to me, dinosaur is looking back at what has gone but still has value for us that we can remember. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea. Now, the other pack that I got was my Zodiac Charms. Now, I already have a pack of Zodiac Charms, but I found for doing readings on camera, they were a little bit dark, so I find them really hard to see on camera for people. And so when Karin got these new ones in, I thought, yes, I have to bring those into my collection. And so these are much easier to read, particularly with me as I wear glasses. So we've got the 12 zodiac symbols on the front, and on the back we have the name of the sign. So the double fish, this is Cancer. So these I use in readings as well. So it's not about saying if Cancer comes up in a reading or if Aries comes up in a reading, I'm reading about a person who is, you know, this particular sign, although it could be in a reading. But generally when I'm doing a reading, if the energy of, say, Aries comes up, then that's telling me that it's cardinal fire. And this is an energy that's about new beginnings, get moving, start doing and not wait. So that's a way that I can use those. So I'm just going to add all these back in. I do hope this has been of interest to you. I love doing charm readings on their own, but I also love incorporating charms into tarot and oracle readings that I do as well. I find that adding in the charms really adds a little bit of extra information, a little bit of nuance. I do hope you've enjoyed this. As I said, if you are interested in charms and charm reading, I'll put a link below in the comment section as to where you can get these charms from. Until next time, I hope you have a charming week.